This topic is about James Webb Space Telescope. James Webb Space Telescope, it's a very powerful telescope. In fact, the most powerful telescope uh, present to the humankind in today's world, and it has been rocketed into orbit. Let's see what the news says. James Webb Space Telescope. It is made by the collaboration between NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency. So, three agencies are collaborating to develop this James Webb Space Telescope. Now, this James Webb Space Telescope, that is JWST, has headed for Sun Earth Lagrange Point 2, that is L2. It is very important to understand what this Lagrange Point 2 or L2 stands for. So, this is a point which is in between Earth and Sun, where the gravitational forces falling on an object cancel out each other, as if the object at this point, that is at point 2 or L2, will be stationary at this point only. Okay, it will neither move towards the earth and neither move towards the sun. So the object at this point will be stationary. Okay, so it has headed for Sun Earth Lagrange point. Now, what are the scientific instruments on JWST? Obviously, it will carry infrared camera, because this telescope is an infrared flagship observatory. So obviously it will carry infrared camera, near infrared spectrograph, mid infrared instrument, and fine guidance sensors, near infrared imager, and slitless spectrograph. Most of these instruments, so they are for picking up various electromagnetic wavelengths. Okay, now we'll compare between James Webb Space Telescope and between Hubble telescope. So the one of the important differences which is quite interesting for me is that see, when an object goes into space, the relevance of time dilutes. Okay, so this telescope can pick up lights from millions of years back, and then with the help of technology, the scientists can infer whether these lights are coming from a galaxy which was formed somewhere in the past, some billions years in the past, or some galaxies right at the time of Big Bang. So this Hubble telescope, which is already in the atmosphere, so this Hubble telescope, it can detect galaxies which are young, okay, relatively young, and it can pick up electromagnetic radiation from around 12.5 billion years ago. But when you talk about this James Webb Space Telescope, so it can pick up wavelength of light or electromagnetic spectrum of light which may be as far as 13.5 billion years ago, and this is a major development on part of humanity. And other factors are that its primary mirror is 6.5 meter in diameter with 18 mirror segments, whereas for Hubble telescope its primary mirror is only 2.4 meter. So this both these telescopes will work in combination and will provide the best photography and the best research materials for the scientists. So this is all that is necessary, and for prelims point of view, this becomes important. Lagrange point becomes important, and which are the institutions that came for collaboration of this telescope, that is the NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency. These three becomes important. Okay, now this is also important that arrange the telescopes launched in their order or in their chronological order. Hubble is one of the recent ones, followed by Spitzer, then Herschel, and then the one finally is JWST. So that's all for the news, guys. Hope you are enjoying. Thank you.